A tiny world of wonder. Can babies learn before birth? Imagine a world bathed in warmth and the gentle rhythm of a heartbeat. This is the world of a baby in the womb, a place where incredible development unfolds. But can babies learn in this cozy haven even before they take their first breath? The answer is a resounding yes. Even before birth, a baby's brain is hard at work, soaking up information and forming the foundations for a lifetime of learning. Building a brain, the first trimester. The journey of brain development begins astonishingly early in pregnancy. Just weeks after conception, a tiny cluster of cells starts to transform into what will become the baby's brain and spinal cord. This early structure, called the neural tube, is the foundation upon which billions of neurons, the brain's messengers, will soon flourish. This period is a time of rapid cell division and specialization. By the end of the first trimester, the basic regions of the brain are already taking shape, laying the groundwork for complex functions like language, memory, and emotion. Opening tiny ears, hearing begins in the womb. Around week 18 of pregnancy, a remarkable milestone is reached. The baby can hear. The delicate bones of the inner ear, responsible for transmitting sound vibrations, have developed, and the auditory cortex, the part of the brain that processes sound, is coming online. At first, the sounds are muffled, like listening through a seashell, but gradually, the baby becomes more attuned to the world outside, recognizing the mother's voice, her heartbeat, and even the gurgling of her digestive system. The world outside, how sounds and feelings reach the baby. The womb might seem like a silent sanctuary, but it's actually a bustling hub of sensory information. Sounds from the outside world, like music, voices, and everyday noises, filter through the amniotic fluid, reaching the baby's developing ears. But it's not just sounds that the baby perceives. The mother's emotions, conveyed through hormones and changes in her body, also reach the baby. When the mother feels happy, her body releases endorphins, which can cross the placenta and create a sense of calm and well-being in the womb. Conversely, stress and anxiety can also impact the baby, highlighting the importance of a nurturing and supportive environment during pregnancy. A symphony of neurons, the brain's growth spurt. The third trimester marks a period of explosive brain growth. Billions of neurons are being generated and connecting with each other, forming intricate neural pathways that will govern everything from motor skills to language development. This is a critical period for brain plasticity, meaning the brain is incredibly adaptable and responsive to external stimuli. Every sound, every touch, every emotion experienced by the mother shapes the architecture of the developing brain, laying the foundation for future learning and development. Remembering mum's voice, the magic of prenatal learning. Astonishingly, babies are capable of learning and remembering even before birth. This phenomenon, known as prenatal learning, has fascinated scientists and parents alike. It suggests that the environment in the womb is rich with sensory experiences that can influence a baby's development. Studies have shown that newborns can recognize their mother's voice from the moment they are born, demonstrating that they were listening and learning in the womb. This early recognition is crucial for the bonding process and helps the baby feel secure and connected to their mother. In one famous study, researchers played a recording of a children's story to babies in the womb during the last trimester. The mothers would read the same story repeatedly, allowing the unborn babies to become familiar with the rhythm and sound of the words. After birth, the babies who had heard the story showed a preference for that story over others, indicating that they had formed a memory of it in the womb. This preference was evident in their reactions, such as increased attention and calmness when the familiar story was read to them. These findings provide compelling evidence that prenatal learning is real, and that the experiences a baby has in the womb can shape their preferences and abilities after birth. The implications of this are profound, suggesting that parents can begin to nurture and bond with their child even before they are born, laying the foundation for a strong, loving relationship. Sound's journey to baby, a muffled but meaningful world. Sound travels differently in the womb compared to the outside world. The amniotic fluid, while providing a cushioning embrace, also muffles and distorts sounds. Imagine listening to a conversation while submerged in water. That's roughly what the baby experiences. However, despite the muffling effect, the baby's brain is remarkably adept at deciphering these sounds. The mother's voice, in particular, is remarkably clear, as it travels through her body and resonates directly to the baby. This constant exposure to the mother's voice creates a powerful auditory imprint, laying the foundation for language development and emotional bonding. Talking to tomorrow, the power of prenatal bonding. Knowing that babies can hear and learn in the womb opens up a world of possibilities for connection and interaction. Talking, singing and reading to the baby during pregnancy are not just whimsical acts of affection. They are powerful tools for stimulating the developing brain and fostering a deep emotional bond between mother and child. Every word spoken, every song sung, washes over the baby in a symphony of sounds, enriching their auditory environment and nurturing their developing brain. These early interactions create a sense of familiarity and security, paving the way for a loving and responsive relationship after birth. From womb to world. Recognizing love in a familiar voice. The moment a baby is born, they are greeted by a cacophony of new sounds and sensations. The bright lights, the bustling activity, and the myriad of unfamiliar noises can be overwhelming for the newborn. But amidst this overwhelming sensory experience, one sound stands out, the familiar and comforting voice of their mother. This voice, which they have heard for months while in the womb, provides a sense of security and calm. This recognition is not just a coincidence, it is the culmination of months of prenatal auditory learning. Babies begin to hear sounds around the 18th week of pregnancy, and by the 25th week they can respond to voices and music. Babies who have been spoken to and sung to during pregnancy show a preference for their mother's voice. This early exposure helps in the development of language and emotional bonding, and are calmer and more responsive to her touch. The soothing sound of the mother's voice can lower the baby's heart rate and reduce stress levels. This early bond, rooted in the shared experience of the womb, has a profound impact on the baby's emotional and social development. It fosters a sense of trust and security that is crucial for healthy growth, laying the foundation for secure attachment and healthy relationships throughout life. The mother's voice, a beacon of love and familiarity, continues to play a vital role in the child's development, nurturing a bond that lasts a lifetime. A legacy of love and learning. The impact of early interactions. The journey of brain development begins long before a baby takes its first breath. From the moment of conception, a complex process of growth and formation is set into motion. The brain, one of the most intricate organs, starts to develop rapidly, laying down the neural pathways that will support all future learning and behavior. From the earliest stages of pregnancy, the developing brain is shaped by a symphony of sensory experiences, emotions, and interactions. These early moments are crucial as they set the stage for a child's cognitive, emotional, and social development. The sounds of the mother's heartbeat, the rhythm of her voice, and even the music she listens to all contribute to this intricate process. The womb, far from being a silent retreat, is a vibrant learning environment where the foundations for language, memory, and emotional intelligence are laid. The fetus can hear and respond to external sounds, and these auditory experiences play a significant role in brain development. The mother's voice in particular becomes a familiar and comforting sound, creating an early bond between mother and child. By understanding the remarkable capabilities of the prenatal brain, we can create a more nurturing and enriching environment for babies even before they are born. This knowledge empowers parents and caregivers to engage in meaningful interactions that promote healthy brain development. Simple actions like talking, reading, and singing to the unborn baby can have profound effects on their future learning and emotional well-being. Talking, singing, reading, and sharing our emotions with our unborn children are not just acts of love. They are investments in their future, shaping the trajectory of their development and setting the stage for a lifetime of learning and connection. These early interactions help to build a strong foundation for cognitive skills, emotional resilience, and social abilities. By fostering a rich sensory environment, we can support the growth of a healthy, happy, and well-rounded individual.